y'all, hey, it's everybody's favorite everything, SJ Stevens. Y'all, I know I've been gone for a few days, but I really had to get my life together, y'all. I had some dental issues going on, so I couldn't talk. Got the top braces off, so then I hated my smile because I'm so used to having braces. Like I was literally having a moment. So I really took some time to just get me back together, but I'm back, y'all, and we're gonna pick back up where we left off. But I am gonna start today off by saying, so yesterday, y'all, I went to Forward City Church, which is in like Columbia, South Carolina, and I went because my favorite pastor of all times from 2819 was there. So like the hour and 15-20 minute drive was nothing to be in his presence. When I say, first of all, that man is exactly who God said he was. When I say I have never, and I do mean never, been moved by a sermon the way that I was moved, baby. And per usual, if you go to church, you know what I mean. That man was talking directly to me. And so, not to quote him, because you know I don't quote people, I don't quote the Bible, I don't quote nothing, because I'm gonna mess it up. But one of the things that he talked about was one of the biggest issues that are happening in society right now is like it's an identity crisis. And he talked about a lot of other things, you know, men and women and the church and this, that, and the other. But what I took from that was it was me, y'all. That man was talking to me. He talked about how people get on these platforms and they talk about things, but they're not talking about them in the right way because their identity and who they present themselves to be, it doesn't match up with what they're saying. And so what he basically, an example roundabout that he gave was people that get on platforms and talk about church. You talk about church and God this and God this, and then we scroll through your story and you twerking a Beyonce by Kevin Gates and Sexy Red. And it got me because if you follow me on like social media, that's very much me. And like my caveat is I'm a heathen becoming holy, but I also recognize partially because of his sermon, like I cannot say these are the things that I believe in. This is what I'm aiming for. If I'm still getting on here cursing and carrying on, and if I go out and I turn up, it's in my story. It's like that's why people do not take religion serious. Because the people that are talking about religion are not living what they're talking about. And like, Lord knows if I hate anything, it's a hypocrite. So, y'all, I really had to gather myself. Like, I don't want to be that person. So, all of that to say, I am still never going to promise perfection because I don't even know what that means. Like, I definitely do not know how to get there. And while I recognize this is a process for me, if you knew me back in St. Louis, if you knew me back in the days of only dating drug dealers, if you knew me from the assaults, if you knew me from, like, there's a video on my Instagram page of when I was arrested 4 or 5 years ago, give or take. Like, my life then is totally different than my life now. So, like, I appreciate the journey. I appreciate where I was to where I'm going. But it's still like, I gotta pick a side. I'm either gonna be Ratchet Shay from the West Side, or I am going to be Shamara SJ Stevens, who currently lives in Charlotte, North Carolina, who loves the Lord, who's trying her best to live as righteous as humanly possible. Like, I gotta be one or the other. And even if I'm not, let me also say this. I can't publicly do certain things. And like my own pastors have also talked about this. Like, you have to be mindful of what you post because you don't know like what type of temptation you are invoking in somebody else. So like an example was women that like go swimming and you got on these sexy two pieces and like that's your business, show out. I'm here for it. I'm not putting the two piece on, but like show out. It's nothing wrong with the picture. It's nothing wrong with you being in the two piece. Like, you're grown, you've worked out, you got the body for it, do what you want. But when you are in certain spaces, you do not want to invoke temptation in other people. It's kind of like how I say, I don't stay all night, with men. Or I don't, do all that kissing and I don't do certain things Um, because I know I'm not having sex. So why would I put myself in spaces to face the temptation? It's no different than anything else. Like, so y'all, and I feel like that was kind of all over the place, but I feel like you also understand what I'm saying. So all of that to say, going forward, Jesus, I am going to do my best. And my best is literally all I have, because again, I'm never going to promise perfection. I'm never going to promise to get it 100% right every time. But I am going to do my best to like monitor what I say publicly, monitor what I put out there, because again, yes, very much a heathen, like very much still in my core, but everybody does not have to see everything. Now, I am not promoting to live a double life. If you know me, you know I don't even have the energy. But everything does not have to be shared. Everything is not for social media. Like, I don't know. His sermon really, it gathered me, y'all. Like, it gathered me teetotally up. So I'm still gonna give y'all all the dating stories. I'm still gonna give y'all all the funnies. I'm gonna give y'all the tips. I'm gonna give y'all everything that I promised to give y'all. I am just going to try to deliver it in a manner that really exemplifies the life that I'm trying to live now. Because again, I don't want to be the double-minded person. I don't want to be the hypocritical person. I don't want to be like somebody that's like, oh Jesus, oh Lord, and then, you know what I'm saying, I got some other stuff going on. Because again, how do you know which one of me to take serious? Like, how do you know to say, oh, she really does love God, she really is into church, she really wants this, biblical, holy, godly marriage, if she over here doing XYZ? So, y'all, I don't know. I'm gonna get it together. And again, I'm a work in progress. I'm never gonna say anything other than that. I'm never gonna promise perfection, but I just feel like I gotta start somewhere. And seeing him in person, if you do not follow 2819, like, oh my God, I promise you, he will change your life. Like, that man, there is nothing performative or entertainment wise about his sermons. It is the rawest, grittiest, like, I've never experienced anything like that. And I felt that just watching him on TV. To see it in person and to feel the way that man shifted the atmosphere, and then to have him preach a sermon that I felt like was talking directly to me, I gotta pivot. I feel like God can't get no louder. So y'all, make sure to stay tuned. I'm gonna give y'all more of what we've been talking about. Again, I'm still gonna talk about the dating pool. We still got so many people to talk about. We still gotta talk about the things that I've learned, the red flags, the do's and the don'ts. Like, we are nowhere near done, y'all. Like, we still got some days to go. We got 31 days of this. So just stay tuned tomorrow and I will resume. But I did want to explain A, why I haven't been on here, and B, what this pivot looks like. Yeah, and I just hope you stick around to see. So if you do not follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Faith, Strategy, and Story on YouTube, SJS Business Building on TikTok, it's my name everywhere else. Miss Shamara J or Shamara SJ Stevens. So follow me, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Mwah.